Dr. Stephanie Madsen. I'm the Associate Professor and Chair of Psychology and also the Director of McDaniel's Honors Program. The way our major is set up is that we ask all the students to get a broad understanding of all the different areas, the subdisciplines of psychology, but then you also have a chance to narrow your interests and pursue your specialization with a capstone or with upper level courses as well. All of our faculty members at McDaniel have their own research labs, and they collaborate regularly with student researchers. So a student who's interested in doing research as an undergraduate would have tons of opportunities. So you could work in the developmental psych lab with me. We study how parents influence their adolescents' romantic relationships. You could work in our behavior modification lab working with pigeons. In terms of internships, that's something that we really encourage, and we've actually done some of the legwork to go and make contacts with community partners who are interested in McDaniel.
Hi, welcome to the Behavioral Lab. This is the colony room. And all the pigeons are here. There's two over there. So I'm doing research with Dr. McDaniel in the Behavioral Lab, and basically we're studying choice behavior in pigeons. So we have a lot of different conditions. We just put them in the experimental chamber, give them some chelates. They'll pack them to work for food, and we just analyze their responses.
Hi, welcome to the Behavioral Neuroscience Lab.
In this behavioral neuroscience lab, we primarily work with rats and do some animal testing using different combinations of drugs and hormone supplements. And then we measure their behavior using these different instruments.
One of the ways that we can actually measure this is to use what's called the elevated plus maze, which is what you see here. And you can see it's elevated and it's in the shape of a plus, hence its name. So what you have are two open arms and two closed arms. And the way that we measure anxiety in our animals is to compare the amount of time that they spend on the open arms to that they spend in the closed arms. Because the open arms basically are places that rats don't normally want to be because they're nocturnal and they're prey animals. And so they would prefer most of the time to spend their time in these enclosed spaces.
I really enjoyed the cognitive psychology and social psychology classes here. Professors are great, and I've learned a lot.
I intern at Family and Children's Services at Central Maryland. I like it because I get to use the things that I learn in class in the setting, as well as learn new things in the group. I also get to actually experience the clinical setting.
Read about experiments and things like that. We actually do them hands-on. My favorite class was the psychology of learning and behavior. Carried out the experiment with real pigeons, so we're not just sitting there and reading about experiments in the book, we're actually doing them ourselves. So I loved it about the psych department.
I like all the different electives that they offer, and there's lots of fun classes you can take that go along with the major.
I've had wonderful experiences with a number of the professors, and they come from a lot of different disciplines within psychology. So if you want to study behaviorism or clinical psych or social psych, there's somebody there who knows about it. And just the department is very welcoming if you want to go down there and work in the student library for a little bit. It's a very welcoming place to be. Everyone's very friendly.